This is the Leatherman Charge TTI. I have the combination leather and nylon sheath with this, the bit kit and the bit extended driver. The Leatherman Charge TTI is Leatherman's flagship multi-tool, and it is amazing. I would say that right now. And one little feature that they've done, in case it was an emergency and you needed to cut your seatbelt, they put jimping on the serrated knife blade right there. They put jimping right there. That way, if you ever had to open it up, see the main knife blade? The main knife blade right there is smooth, but the serrated blade has jimping, so you can feel it and know which blade to go to. So this is the serrated blade. I haven't polished this knife just because I use it so much. It's still, I take pretty good care of it. But this is like a combination gut hook and seatbelt cutter, more of a seatbelt cutter. And this is a rounded tip. That way, in case you had to, in some circumstances, you'd have to cut somebody's clothes off. You wouldn't pierce their skin just because. Like if the sheath was somebody's skin, you could take the knife blade and just put it right up against the skin and just turn it and just cut. This is right-handed serrations, so I'm right-handed, so this is my right hand, so the serrations will be facing down like a chisel for right-handers. And it's definitely not a Spyderco hole, but they have really good opening holes for your thumb to go into. So that's it for the serrated blade. The main blade on this multi-tool, which I really like, is S30V steel, as you can see right there. S30V steel, and once again the same concept on the thumb hole. This is what Case would call a muskrat style blade. I really don't know what they call it because it's really not listed. They just say it's like a drop point. It's a really good style though. It has a nice belly sweep to it. Definitely couldn't have this in the UK because it has a lock right there, and it even has a little picture of a lock. I don't know if you can kind of see it right on the tip of my finger. A lock. It's a pretty good grind actually. This knife holds an edge like no other. It's amazing as far as edge retention goes. It is a little bit harder to sharpen. Like I said, it's S30V stainless steel. When I got it, these multi-tools do come really stiff, but just take some 3-in-1 oil and put it right there and right there where the pliers hinge, and then right there and right there, and you really don't need to, because that's just the interior tool locks. And what I'm about to show you is, it's blown my mind. I never thought a saw this big compared to my finger. I never thought a saw this big could do so much work. Well, not really work, but could cut so well. And it can cut wood, it can cut you. I've experienced both. What I've even done is I've taken a hook out of a fish's mouth with that little thing right there that you put your finger on to lift it up out. I've unhooked a fish with that. But I have cut through, you see how long the blade is? I've cut through stuff like way longer than the blade with this. And it is fairly thin, but it's not so thin that it'll break. If something doesn't bend, it'll break. So I think that's perfect. And It's not just one-way teeth. It has two-way teeth on there. And then the file is the same opening system, or the same opening grip, and it has, sorry, I didn't wipe this off before the video. It has cross-cut patterns. It has a diamond-coated blade, a diamond-coated side, and it has straight-cut teeth right there if you needed to saw through some kind of metal. And the diamonds, I really don't use this file much, just in case I ever had to break it off and sharpen my knife blade in a emergency situation. But like I said, both knife blades have liner locks. How you want to do that is you just take your thumb and you press it, and then you just fold down the blade. Same with the serrated blade. More view of the serrated blade. And if I recall, this is 440HC steel. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what the Wave and the Surge have in their main knife blade. The Charge TTI, AL, and the ALX have 154 cm blades. Once again, this is S30V stainless steel. But liner lock again. So you just press right there on the lock, and it just folds in, and then that's how all of the exterior blades are held in. Once again, I made this very smooth. I can one hand open it. I didn't even say that. Since these are titanium grips, they add a good bit of strength to the Charge. They're titanium, and they don't bend as much as the aluminum ones or the stainless steel ones on the Wave do. Right there it says Leatherman. The pliers are very functional. I've done tons of stuff with these pliers. So they're needle nose in shape. They have a flat portion on the tip. Right here, some people say it's a wire stripper. Right there, the little hole. They say it's a wire stripper, but it's not. It's a blasting cap crimper. I don't know why they put that on here. I guess for military people, or it just says cap crimper, but I'm assuming it's a blasting cap crimper. This is the bolt grippers, the bigger hole, and as you can see, they have texturing on the inside for good gripping. And the wire cutters, they say it's soft and hard wire cutters. The bigger portion, the bigger flat portion is for softer wire. Then this circular portion is for harder wire. But yeah, I've pulled out splinters, I've pulled out staples from wood, just tons of stuff you can do with these pliers. And the interior tools on the side of the serrated blade include a pair of scissors, and these are very good scissors, very sharp, spring loaded. The little bar right there above my finger, as you can see, goes down whenever I press down. The little bar right there, that's the spring. So now you have spring-loaded scissors. And the lock is that right there where you see the texturing. You just press right there, and then the scissors just fold in. And as you can see, this is how they close. They open like this, close like this. They do not close like Victorinox scissors, and if you try to do that, you will break it. So don't do it. I know people that have. And speaking of which, Leatherman does have a good 25-year warranty, and they stand by it too. I saw another video on YouTube of a lady. She bought a Leatherman on YouTube, and she bought a Leatherman at a thrift store, and then she returned it for a warranty, and she got a brand new one. So I do stand by that. Then you have your eyeglass screwdriver, Phillips head, and flathead. Then you have your pry bar slash big flathead. Then you have your can opener and wire stripper, and this wire stripper does function much better than the Victorinox wire stripper. And this is a bottle opener also. And then the bit driver, I have a Phillips and flathead. That's what comes with it. And I think the TTI comes with a couple more bits, actually, unless you order the bit kit like I did. A Phillips head, flathead, and they both lock into place. This is the bit kit. I only have one of them out right now, but you have an assortment of all kinds of. I mainly have different sizes of Phillips and flats, and then like Allen wrenches, and then the bit driver, which I keep right there in the sheath, and then the bit kit is right there in the front. Bit driver, you just insert that part right there into that, and then you just insert the bit into the bit driver. Then you can either do that for a lot of torque, you can twist, but it gives you a lot of reach for those things that you can't reach already. That is my review of the Leatherman Charge TTI. Thank you for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe.